This is a famous Danforth Prince of Bloodmoon Publishing, who usually is one of my featured interviewees here at Gay Expo, who had conflicting schedules, but is about to come out with this breakbuster of a new book. Tell me about it.
Thank you, Randy. Very nice. We're coming out with a book called Hollywood Babylon, It's Back. It was inspired by the Kenneth Anger series, Hollywood Babylon, that was published in Paris in, I think, the 50s, and published in America in 1975 for the first time. But I want to stress that it's not with any collaboration of Kenneth Anger at all. It was merely inspired by the original Hollywood Babylon, and it carries the revelations that Kenneth Anger made 50 steps farther. And we call it an overview of 85 years of indiscretion in Hollywood. It's about voyeurism, and it's about exhibitionism in Hollywood. And it's written by Darwin Porter with some contributions from me, but Darwin is the main writer. And it covers the scandals of Hollywood's golden age in 52 different chapters, but it filters those episodes through the lens of the modern paparazzi in ways that have never quite been done before. I believe it's unique in the history of publishing.
You told me there were interesting pictorials involved, or pictures.
There are some nude photographs of various male movie stars. We'll leave it to you all to find out which ones. Here are some chapters. Let me say this a different way. When Bloodmoon has published at least 4 major biographies in the last 4 or 5 years, and in the process of compiling this research, we have come to acquire lots of episodic details, none of which was suitable for treatment, in a full-length book. So we've divided the new book, Hollywood Babylon, It's Back, into something like 52 different chapters. And there's some revelations inside. For example, here are some of them. There's a mini-biography of Lucille Ball, talking for how she used to be a teeny-weeny bit of a hooker for the studios, pulling business in for her studio at the time. That's a chapter in its own right.
Gives I Love Lucy a whole new meaning.
We all loved Lucy, and we still do. There's some episodic stuff about the gay activity of her husband, Desi Arnaz, and affairs that he had with... my memory goes. There's an episode about what happened to the body of Judy Garland. The source for this story...
Give us a hint on what happened to Judy's body, please.
Her body evidently was floating around various funeral parlors after she died in London, in Belgravia in London, on Cadogan Lane in a Mews house. And the body was shipped back to a funeral parlor in New York, and evidently there wasn't quite enough money from the family to bury it at the time, and so it really floated between funeral parlors for about a year, and one night it was indeed spirited away by a group, according to Peter Lawford, who was the source on this, spirited away for a cult reunion of a group of Satanists who had their way with the body of Judy and decided to pay their respects to Miss Judy for the last time. And that's covered in this book. And that is, again, merely the recording of the oral histories floating around Hollywood. These stories were known by, we maintain, probably 1,000 people. Peter Lawford was the source on the Judy Garland episode. But now it is important to document these in printed form for the benefit of future generations, and it makes a hell of a read.
I'm sure you have it all on tape, so they can't sue you saying I never said that.
We have taken what we hope are the necessary legal precautions to protect us. We are not inventing anything in this exercise. We are merely playing good reporter using the same journalistic techniques that we have used at the Frommer travel guides for the last 25 years, reporting, backing up our sources, and reporting on tales that are known to a coterie of Hollywood insiders, but now, thanks to this book, they will be known by greater numbers of Hollywood outsiders.
And when will it be out?
It'll be out, official release date is June 1st, distributed by Bookazine, Ingram, Baker & Taylor, and through www.bloodmoonproductions.com. It's a hell of a read. Hollywood Babylon, It's Back.
And just think of poor Judy's body and poor Judy.
We love Judy Garland.
And they supposedly started the Christopher Street riots over that was the day of her funeral.
I didn't know. A habit of marrying gay and bisexual men. I don't know why.
Well, thank you very much.
An honor to see you, Randy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
See you.